Hey, how are you? I apologize for being a little late on my monthly market update video. I went to Keller Williams's mega agent camp in San Antonio, Texas earlier this month and visited some family, so I had some travel. Got to be on the Riverwalk. San Antonio's an amazing place. That's where my coach, David Jones, actually sells real estate, so that was cool too. Growing up in Texas, had never been down there, so that's off the bucket list now. Before I get into the monthly numbers, got an event coming up. Might be interested in Once Upon a Farm, Stories and Photos. So my friend Diane Rasmussen, known her for years, she wrote a book, Farmer Tom. It's a children's book. So she's going to be there signing the book. You can purchase a copy. And we're going to do photos out on her and Tom's property. Details, let's see. So it's September 28th. It's a Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Our rain date's the following week, but we're planning on good weather for the 28th. Out in Runnels, I'll have my assistant post the event flyer here on the video so you can see that. 9179 Southeast 6th Avenue in Runnels. Get your photo taken. I will have a professional photographer there, so if you want family photos, photos with pets, that kind of stuff, come on out. It'll be kind of pumpkin patch, farm truck setting kind of thing. There'll be a book signing, so I'm super excited about it. If you can come, Farmer Tom. All right. Now let's get into some numbers here. We're comparing June to July, remember. I'm recording this towards the end of August. So basically the story of the market, overall, quick snapshot, it's trending balanced, slowly but surely kind of downsizing. Some of that is seasonality. Some of that's the economy. So this is just Dallas and Polk counties, which is the majority of the Des Moines metro. Active listings came up almost 3%. That's like 78 homes. Now, the number of units that pended from June into July went down almost 4%. So inventory coming up, number going under contract coming down. That's why we're kind of balancing out here. Now, the number that sold from June to July, that was down 15%. So 15% less homes sold in July than June. So summer seasonality, that's people traveling, not looking as much, and that sort of thing. It'll be interesting to see what the August numbers are, because August was back to school and the fair tends to be slower. Expired, the number of listings that expired, canceled, that kind of thing, went up from June to July 31%. Sellers, your biggest challenge right now if you're thinking of selling is it's not 21 or 22 pricing anymore. It's a different market. It still has some favorability towards sellers. However, you got to be priced right, you got to look good, and you got to be in good condition. Now the days on market, which is more of a lag measure, that basically changed by 1 day, which is like not even 2%. So we're looking around 64 days on market, 63 in June, July, 64 days on market. And that, again, that's overall. It could be very nichey. I've had houses in some suburbs sell immediately, multiple offers. I brought a buyer to a house on the southeast side of town. It was well priced for what it was, multiple offers. We won that one. So it's really just about the relationship between the perceived value and the price. And if a buyer sees that is there, they will act. Now, our absorption pricing index, this is the theory that if nothing else came on the market, how long would it take the current rate that they're selling to bring that number to zero? So we're looking at 3 months of inventory. It actually came up 20%, but not enough to change us into 4 months. Anyway, a couple of highlights here. The average sold price. Now, for the two counties, it actually came up by like $923, not even $1,000. Percentage-wise, it came up 0.24%. I want to highlight in Polk County, the average price from June to July went down $17,000, but it came up $19,000 in Dallas County. So, for a net gain in price between the 2 months of about $900. Anyway, so in summary, if you're a seller, you got to be priced right. The market only speaks one word, and that is no. And the way it says yes is you get an offer and it sells. So if the market is saying it's priced too high, there's really only one thing you can do to change that we can control, and that is the price. Now we can control condition, caveat, however, once the condition is good, or whatever condition it's gonna be in that the seller is willing to get it to, then the only thing to change really is price. Buyers, now you have more opportunity than in the past. You can win on the buy side and the sell side if you're doing both, because buyers are a little bit more picky. I'm seeing inspections, like I've got one seller, I'm representing the buyer, and the seller is doing quite a bit of repairs to this property that they're flipping. So the buyer is very delighted, I am too, and it's been a while since something like that can be a win for a buyer. So buyers, if you're waiting for rates to go down, which there's talk they will, what's happening right now is if a seller is hopeful that tomorrow's going to be better than today, then they're going to hold. Buyer's hopeful tomorrow's better. It's kind of like Black Friday. If you ever, back in the day before Amazon, I'm dating myself here, Black Friday, people would line up at the store the night before and camp out in some cases. Well, if you buy now at a higher interest rate, it's like getting in when there's more inventory right at the front of the line, and then you can refinance later. But if you wait for rates to come down, then what's that going to do to prices? Rates come down, demand goes up, price goes up because the supply will go down. So it's kind of a wash. It might even be worse off if you wait. I can get you details on that. Anyway, hope you're well. If you want a picture, photo, family photo, professional photographer, come get a free book, say hi, I'll be there. And I hope you're well. Got questions about your specific part of town or property, reach out to me, 515-218-9222, or email me, jessecurran@kw.com, find me on social media, whatever. Hope you're well, we'll talk soon. Bye.